Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus giving you more full gameplay. Once again, I'm still rolling with the Buffalo Bills as my playbook, and on Regs, I've been usually rolling with the Browns. Now I'm going against obviously one of the OP teams in Regs, which is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and my opponent is a primary Tampa Bay Buccaneers player. He's got well over 200 games underneath his belt using the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so he knows what he's doing. So right at the get-go, he actually hits me right over the top. I pull my user out of the position. He's got a deep post play that he's able to go and hit and get some big yardage. So it was a big chunk of yards right there. Then he goes into the close formation and hits a little screen. Makes me understand I've got to go ahead and defend the screen right here. Back to strong close again. I'm still running my base defense. He does just an offset run right there. Picks up a first down. So 9-yard line right now. I'm just going to go ahead. Got hard flats out there. And basically he's got a wide open guy in the back of the end zone, but his tight end actually goes into the back of the end zone. So second and goal situation on 9. He goes ahead and hits a little spot route. My defender's able to come down and tackle him at the 2-yard line. And then right here he's got basically a trip set off to the left. He's got the inside run with Fournette. He's able to go ahead and get the ball into the end zone and get a touchdown. So now it's me on offense, and I was just basically setting up my audibles and stuff like that. So I'm just doing a twin set here, a wing set. And one of the things I do love about using the Cleveland Browns is obviously you've got that tandem of really good running backs between Chubb and Kareem Hunt. And those guys just really get really good yards, and it's a good complement what I'm doing. This is the money running play that I use. It just causes people problems. They have to really account for it. It just makes things real easy for me. So right here, I actually catch him out of position with his defender. He played the route correctly. I was just able to go and complete it. So that kind of gave me a little stage fright after that. Bad angle with my running back right there. Get myself into a 2nd and 3 situation. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch things up a little bit. I'm basically looking for a cover 2 beater because I'm seeing a lot of cover 2 shells. And look at this, he actually misses me with my quarterback. So I just take off my quarterback and just go ahead and pick up a bunch of yards. I got lucky right there. He tried to user blitz me, and he just did a do-si-do around me. So now I go motion this guy off to the left because he's playing cover 2. But his flat defender keeps falling back in zone, so I just hit the little spot route. I just left it up there to get a completion. And this is a good play I like to go and throw into my scheme. You can't go to the well too much, but if you motion the slot receiver over in this double set, that whip route stays intact, and what you can do is you can hit that. His defender came down and actually played the blitz, and I was able to go and hit the whip route and pick up some good yards. So 2nd and 2 situation. Back to the run right here. Defender doesn't slide over, so I'm going to run the ball in this type of situation. So I'm just going to hold the X button and actually try to pick up some yards and hit the outside, able to go and pick up a first down in that type of situation. So chewing the clock down as much as possible. I want to try to go ahead and take this into a 2-minute warning. Quick snapped him to get basically some good yards right there, get another 7-yard gainer. 2nd and 3 right here. I audible into this I-form set. And I've loved that fullback little angle route. It's just a really unique route. Most people are not prepared for it. So back at it again with the RPO peak zone. Look here and get a nice little run. But you see, Chubb just falls forward for yards. That's what's great about that. And just working the clock once again inside zone. Get him down to about 38 seconds left. Got him down 36 seconds. So he spreads me out in an empty set. I jump in the man coverage. Usually when I'm in man coverage with my base defense, it gets eaten up against these empty sets. So I got to jump out of it. And the best thing I found is basically dime, just basically a cover, just a man, 2-man under type situation against these empty sets. Try to experiment a little bit here. I had a blitz set up. He actually makes a perfect read, gets it down, takes a timeout. On the 48-yard line, go back to the man coverage again. And look at this play. Denzel Ward, which is the best defensive back on this team, actually makes a great play. Plays the inside positioning against the wide receiver and puts him out of position. So I'm going to go jump into this play action route. This essentially is a levels concept, and he does not chase Beckham, and as a result, I'm able to go ahead and click on and actually get a nice little completion, get it down to the 37. I want to try to get this ball inside the 30. That way I have a shot at a field goal, and I come up a little bit short. Take a timeout here. Got the ball at the 32-yard line. Now I've got Cody Parkey, and if you just don't hit it perfectly, you're gonna kick it outside of the hash mark. So had an opportunity to go up on a score, getting the ball back in the second half. So had an opportunity to go up by 2 scores. So now the pressure's on. I got to go ahead and make sure that I'm working my offense correctly, and I'm going to score correctly. So my goal was actually to try to hit him with a big play. So I go into this play action setup. I got the check and release. Got the underneath route with Kareem Hunt is my second running back type situation. Play action, roll out to the right, and once again he can't get out to Beckham. He's using his lineman, and as a result, that's actually putting him out of position. So now I go to a cover 2 beater. I've got a check and release. I've got an out on the opposite side, and right here I'm looking off to the right, and then I miss. The running back was wide open. I could have actually, with my arm strength, I could have hit that. I end up just getting thrown away the ball, and I get a good animation right there without getting a penalty. So, 2nd and 10 situation, go back to the run, fall forward for a couple of yards right there. 3rd and 7 situation. He's got an open box. I'm just going to go back to the run again. Just try to get a short yardage type of situation. His guy just comes just shooting into the area, so that kind of caught me off guard. So 4th and 7 situation, I jump into the weak is close formation, and no one's over the middle. He pulls the safety out of the middle of the field, and maybe we go and hit pop Hooper over the middle because of the way he was playing his defense. He was really trying to cover up the sidelines with his cover 2 coverage, and he actually picked up his safety, so pulled himself out of position. So back to the run again, pick up 4 yards. Here's the whip route. Once again, I love this. I love this particular route. It's just a really good route. I got to build off that a little bit. And you can see there's nobody there. I actually take off my quarterback. Just something you need to do a little bit more in your scheme is make sure you run with your quarterback, especially if you got like 80+ speed legs. That's going to really help you with your opening up your offense. And do a little stretch zone. He packed everybody up inside the box, and I was able to go ahead and get a touchdown. So right here I go into like a quarters defense, drop up my 2 defenders, and he has all the time in the world. I actually push one of my defenders down. I can't come down to that little bounce route. So he gets a 1st down there. 1st and 10 on the 43. Back to the man coverage, but I spread my defensive line out, and he quickly just goes ahead and does a nice little inside zone. So that was a good read. Crunch my lineup right here. Back with this particular route. He leaves his running back in the block, and right there I get another great play above my defensive back playing that post route. So can't be too mad about that. Going to basically my cover 2 shell. He takes a shot up top. Click on with my safety, get an interception, and now I'm just thinking right now all I have to do is just milk the clock against this guy, score a field goal, and I'm just working. So right here I go back to that RPO peak, but I don't actually go ahead and click X, and as a result I do not get the good animation. I have to take off my quarterback, look for the cross underneath with Beckham. One of the great things about Odell Beckham is that once you catch the ball, he just takes off with it. He just gets you really some good stuff. Now he's got basically everybody in the gaps. I do a nice little inside zone. I switched in the inside zone. As a result, I'm able to go and pick up some pretty good yards right there. You get a 1st down. So 1st and 10 on the 47. Trying to get the clock down as close as possible. Right here, I go ahead and throw the little flat route. I was expecting it to be open. And once again, this is my cover 2 beater. And I missed the cover 2. I could have hit the guy over the top because you see his safety. And actually, he gets me with his lineman and puts me out of position. So 3rd and 28 type situation. I want to try to pick up some yards. I'll pump the ball away if I have to. And right here, Landry just comes up short and actually gives me into a 4th and 4 situation. And I haven't showed this play to him at all. This is one of the things you want to have in your back pocket. Basically an angle route by the running back on the back end side. So I'm going to motion the guy over. He's probably going to expect a flat or whatever. And I got an angle and a seam route off the right hand side. He has to take the seam, so I'm going to just go and drop it down to the angle, and as a result I'm able to get a 1st down. So it's always good to have those plays in your back pocket when you need it. So want to go into some running formation, try to chew up some clock. got a nice little power O, but I actually take a bad angle, and I'm holding the turbo, and that puts me out of position, but I'm burning his timeouts right here. Now, nice little run, get it up the seam to the 25-yard line. And then right here, the defender follows. That means that flat should be naked, and as a result it is. I'm going to be able to pop that flat, and I'm just going to go and take that into the end zone, going up 2 scores and taking basically all of his timeouts. So that's the way you want to play. Good clock management. You want to go and take away your options from your opponent and just force bad plays. Right here, I'm able to go and pop the ball up, get a deflection. 2nd and 10 situation. Once again, he's doing this empty set. He actually hits a nice little corner route with Evans. He's able to get a first down. Clock is just ticking down. Right here, he goes with an out route. I get a nice little deflection. Defensive backs are playing really good against this team. I'm feeling pretty good about that. And right here, looking for the over the top. He challenges my user, and fortunately, I get an interception. As a result, I'm able to go ahead and take it and kneel out. So once again, guys, thank you for your support. This is basically this Buffalo Bills game. I've got basically it all broken out on my Patreon, so if you want to see that, I'm probably going to highlight one of my formations, which is the formation I really like the most. But this is something that I've been running and having really good success with. So thank you for your support, guys. Until next time.